Happy Monday. Some of us, a few lucky some of us, saw a little bit of rain last night. Again, in very spotty, isolated stretches, a narrow swath across the East Metro into western Wisconsin, then south of the Twin Cities, where we had some 1-inch swaths of rain, and unfortunately, where they do not need it, definitely. Remember, this all started last week in Missouri, the 3-day rainfall. Lots of it here across parts of the South and into Appalachia. That's in addition to the rain that they saw last week. So when we look at the 7-day rainfall totals, you've got that incredible amount around St. Louis, over a foot, and then a large swath of over a foot in eastern Kentucky and parts of West Virginia as well here. So it just keeps falling there. And this is all part of a pattern of an increase in intense rainfall and an increase in downpours. We're seeing this in Minnesota too. Now, we've had a drought the last couple of years because Minnesota is an extreme place. You're going to go from one extreme to the next. But overall, our precipitation is increasing, and those downpours, when we get them, are much more intense. And that's the same for really the eastern half of the country. You know, now we get these 3, 4, 5-inch rainfall amounts all the time, which almost never used to happen. And that's because as you increase the temperature, the warmer air holds more water vapor, a 4% increase for every degree of warming, and then that all comes together in a storm or a hurricane, for example. Heat advisory tomorrow afternoon for much of central and southern Minnesota, and that extends down to the south. It's going to be one day of some pretty intense heat. The good news about these next several days, we've got a few very hot days, but they're broken up. It's not a heat wave, but 1 or 2 days, a break, 1 or 2 days, and then another break. We got another blast of heat that'll be coming in Friday and Saturday too. That one moving in between a break late Wednesday into Thursday, just like we're seeing this brief break today from the heat and humidity. But dew points are really going to increase quickly again tomorrow. And that's why the heat index tomorrow will be key. We're talking dew points in the 70s. That's this purple haze across Minnesota. And temperatures, actual air temperatures in the mid 90s, close to 100 is possible in western Minnesota. Highs across central and southern Minnesota should be in the 90s. But yeah, you factor in those dew points in the low 70s. You get a heat index in the upper 90s to near 100 in the Twin Cities. And we could have some 105-degree heat indices along the Minnesota River Valley and in southwestern Minnesota. So it's going to be very hot. But as I mentioned, a break already coming. Tomorrow night, a slow-moving cool front is going to touch off some thunderstorms. Slight chance of some severe weather from the Weather Service and the Storm Prediction Center. This does not look like a very good event for me, though, as I look at it. We're going to be very capped. So here's 8 p.m., maybe a couple of thunderstorms, and then some scattered showers or a few thunderstorms overnight into early Wednesday. But what does pop, if it can get through our cap, could be severe because there's going to be a lot of humidity, a lot of energy. But this is 11 p.m. Tuesday evening. We are still very capped. I've highlighted in red here all the areas contained within this blob that's very warm air aloft, so that as air tries to rise, it hits that layer of warmer air and it can't keep rising. So we need a really strong front, some upward dynamics that could maybe break through it. So again, there's that slight chance because whatever can pop will be severe just due to all the energy around. But the amount of thunderstorm activity looks hard to get at this point. Mid-90s, though, it will be hot ahead of that tomorrow. Hopefully we do get some rain tomorrow night because then we're back into a dry stretch. 90s are back here by Friday, maybe even Saturday too, which also brings the next chance of some storms late Saturday into Saturday night.